Paul. Yeah. It is 3:35. Yeah. And it's been quite an active day. I I had those videos to put on the YouTube, and somehow I violated a copyright infringement. I don't really know how I did it. Most of the information I get is available just by searching for it on the internet. And I never thought I was earning any income from YouTube. I mean, a lot of people, they advertise their channels, and I don't. I just put it on there, and then I email it to law enforcement about certain rights being violated, and I email it to the inspector generals of the various departments of the United States of America. And I know that if I wanted to advertise, I mean, it says that nobody watches those videos, and I'm sure the police department, I mean, they don't probably watch them. Nobody watches them. But maybe you could go through every IP address that has watched them since I had my first YouTube channel. Yeah, I'd like to do a rough guesstimation of if there was somebody watching the video, and I did get a compensation for the videos that I put on there. I know that my copyright rights are not being violated, and I thought there was some innovations and some lawsuits and some different things that I'd been talking about. Yeah. Now, could you just give me every IP address of those that make millions upon millions of dollars for the YouTube videos? Somebody's being a dick. Isn't that right, Inspector General? Poach. Now let's go through all 30,000 of them on every channel, every IP address, and all the advertising. Because somebody's being a dick to me again, and I dislike it when you do that. Now I'm missing out on what could be tens of millions of dollars. It might even be hundreds of millions. I don't know the actual number. I mean, it says 0 views. Yes, yes. Somebody said I was spamming. Poop. I do the same thing every day. Poop. I'm not enriching myself at the expense of others. I look at YouTube as a way to really broadcast, right, what I know is the law. Now, the first form that I grabbed was from City of Auburn versus Solis Mark Hall, 119 Washington Ave 398. This was Mr. Calgill State response. Yes. Huh. But then there was the motion of the public defender that used the same case law. Yeah. You know, it's always how you look at a case. There's never any actual truth to any case. You could throw it in anywhere you want. Oh. But I thought that when my public defender, yes, used the same case law, yes. Now, incompetent court ID, so on and so forth, super Jack Range. Wait a second, dismissing the court. State versus Millen order is applicable to charge if it is not issued by the competent court. Here, none of the, in fact, the docket shows Clallam County Sheriff's Office did not serve Mr. Budnick at all. Exhibit B, docket notes. Because he never, proof of service is a requirement for validity issued a no contact order. Now, maybe it was somebody else used it. Oh, here it is. It was the other deputy prosecutor. Yeah, City of Auburn versus Solis Marco. They both used the same case law. Yes. Yes, they did. But I thought for sure Calgary used the same case law as the public defender. Yes. It's as if everybody uses the same case law and nobody has any idea of the differences between the two of them. Now, I do remember a little lawsuit about who's right and who's wrong and so on and so forth. Then I went online to look, and I'm still on the docket. So somebody's fucking me up right now. Now, I'm not very pleased at YouTube, yeah, saying I violated the community guidelines when all the information that I use is publicly available, yeah. And then I'm going to want to know how much money I could have generated in actual revenue if the actual views, because I thought it was in the billions upon billions of views of every video. Now, who's the dick? Yes, that thinks that just because it says 0 views that nobody looks at it. Because I'm absolutely sure that somebody's watched it. Coach, I get various comments with people. That's really nice. Yeah. Now, just looking at this Solus, well, see, here it is, the Solus, City of Auburn versus Solus Marcon. The intent of the domestic violence protection is to protect the victim of domestic violence, communicate attitude that violent behavior is not excused or tolerated. But then again, she didn't sign it. There's forgeries on it. Oh, my sons have been in the wrong grade for the last 7 years and 5 months. To mandate personal service is a further requirement of the offense of violation of protection order would undermine the legislative intent. Further requirement of the offense. I wasn't in Sequim, Washington. Now, if you looked at the bus surveillance camera footage there, Cowgill, pooch. I slept at a homeless shelter that night. How? Now I'm really starting to get pissed off at your fucking bullshit. Maybe the Sequim Police Department would like to call the prosecuting attorney's office in Clallam County and explain to Mr. Cowgill, yes, that you cannot be held liable for violating a protection order when you were not in that actual city at the actual time. How? Now somebody's going to have to remove their shit from. What individual in Sequim, Port Angeles, and Port Townsend, Jefferson County, and Clallam County, yes, the state of Washington and all 50 states, or the United States of America federal employees, ouch. What person, as an employee of the government, is going to communicate with each other? Yes, that the intent of the Domestic Violence Protection Act is not to arrest people that do not commit domestic violence. It is to communicate that the attitude of domestic violence will not be excused or tolerated because you will not arrest any person for the allegation of domestic violence without any evidence. Now, I think arresting me for the 2-count criminal complaint, yes, when I was sitting at the actual location this morning, yeah, and having me go to cell hearing. So, what chief of police in Sequim is going to call the Port Angeles chief of police and inform them that Paul C. Budnick was not in Sequim on December 31st? And then what chief of police is going to call the Port Townsend chief of police and inform them that Paul was not in Britain, Washington on June 16th of 2017? Now, which of you chiefs of police are